Start by securing your thread to the hook and then wrapping your thread back to the bend of the hook. It's imperative that you keep the excess thread up on top of the shank of the hook. Now select 2 even pieces of microfibbets. The microfibbet is going to create our split tail. The length of the trico tail is roughly 2 to 3 times the size of the body. So once you get that measured and put in place, secure it down and then bring that excess thread up through the center of those 2 microfibbet pieces, splitting the tail. Secure down the excess and snip it off. Now take your thread and wrap it to just shy of the eye and then snip off the rest of the microfibbets. Now since tricos have 3 tails, now is the time to add that 3rd microfibbet tail. Hold it down and secure it on top of the shank of the hook so that it does not slide on either side. This way, when it's all nice and secure, you'll end up with that 3-pronged tail that the trico is known for. Once the tail is secure, wrap your thread up the shank of the hook and then snip off the excess microfibbet. Now you should leave your thread at roughly 2/3 of the way up the shank. And next we're going to add our wing. The wing is going to be made out of a sparkle organza, and we're going to trim that so that we just have a small portion, just for the right amount of wing that we're going to be using on our Trico spinner. And once you've cut out a small section that you think is right, we're going to kind of fold it over so that we secure down the center of the organza on top of the shank of the hook. We're going to do a little crisscross here so that the wings sit on top of the shank of the hook straight. Once we have that nice and secure, we're going to add a little bit of black dubbing to the thorax of our Trico spinner. All we need is a little teeny tiny amount of dubbing. And once it's dubbed onto your line, crisscross it around the thorax of the Trico spinner. This should also help splay out those wings just a little bit. And once you have your dubbing all on the hook, go ahead and whip finish and then snip off the excess thread. And now one of the final steps of our Trico spinner is really going to bring it to life. This organza has little fibers that we're just going to pull out of each side of the wing, and it's really going to make our Trico look like a spinner. Once all that is out of the wing, snip the wings down to size. The length of the wing should roughly be the length of the body of the Trico. And once the wings are all clipped to size, you have yourself a Trico spinner.